Today, we are here to talk about Britney Spears reveals what her father, Jamie Spears, actually did to her. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel to never miss any updates. So without any further delay, let's get started quickly. It's been 11 long years. Yes, shockingly, since Britney Spears has been stuck under a conservatorship. This is a long story, let me break this for you. Court dismisses Britney Spears proceedings. Britney Spears dismissed Britney's case on June 30, 2008 in a trial seeking the termination of the power of attorney by her father, Jamie, which has been ongoing since 2008. Britney has been under the guardianship system of her father, Jamie, since her mentally unstable behavior in 2008, and legal discussions are under the control of her guardian. Care manager Judy Montgomery has been the guardian of Britney since the discovery of Jamie's major illness in 2019, but Jamie has been with Bessemer Trust, the asset manager, to date. Continued to have the right as a guardian. Not just that, Britney has long sought the termination of her father's guardianship system, and in November 2020 filed a complaint in court through lawyer Samuel D. Ingham, asking him to remove her father from the guardianship. On June 23rd, Britney first appeared in a hearing in the form of a remote and complained that he had been placed in a fierce environment, but this time the complaint was dismissed. However, Jody also denied that the father, Jamie, and the guardian, Judy Montgomery, were in conflict over Britney's proceedings and that the father, Jamie, was not involved in the proceedings from Britney. She indeed argued against her father's Jamie claim, saying that any decision would have to go through the father, Jamie, if money was needed. Jody also states that he is aiming to end the guardianship system as well as Britney. In a trial calling for the termination of the guardianship system, Britney Spears insisted on her spectacular environment and the treatment she received from the father, Jamie, but her father, Jamie, denied this in the series of events claimed to be by Judy Montgomery, who took over the guardianship in 2019. Meanwhile, Montgomery also refuted Jamie's claim. Father Jamie denies Britney Spears' claim. On June 23rd in the United States, she appeared in a remote court at a hearing by her father Jamie seeking the termination of the guardianship system, which has been ongoing since 2008 and compared her situation to sex trafficking. Britney Spears testified that she'd been forced into a contraceptive ring and has been restricted from marrying. The spectacular environment, which Britney confessed for the first time on a series of issues, shocked the world, but her father, Jamie, has now submitted to the court a document disagreeing with Britney's allegations. While her father, Jamie, still retains his name as Britney's guardian, he has taken over his role as a guardian to care manager Judy Montgomery since 2019, when he was found out to have a major illness. On September 9th, Mr. Spears relinquished his guardianship and handed it over to Mr. Montgomery. I'm not meeting or talking to Spears' medical team, and I'm not allowed to give any opinion about the treatment, practice, or therapy my daughter is currently receiving, Mr. Spears told Jody. He said he was not involved after taking over. Jamie also noted that Britney has been restricted in childbirth and marriage, saying, Mr. Spears is not involved in and discusses Mrs. Spears' issues such as self-care, marriage, and reproduction. These issues are in the category of Mr. Montgomery, the guardian of Miss Spears, who would have discussed with Mr. Ingham, the public defender. Mr. Spears was not involved in any decisions regarding Miss Spears' case, medical care, or reproductive issues, he claimed. Judy Montgomery argues against Jamie. Meanwhile, Judy Montgomery, who is currently playing the role of guardian of Britney, argues in response to Jamie's claim in a document released through a lawyer. Jody said, in fact, everything costs money, so raise it to Mr. Spears and do whatever it takes, unless Mr. Spears approves it. No money will be made, he said, emphasizing that any decision would have to go through the father Jamie if money was needed. Not all spending was approved, Jamie said. You are not allowed to give your opinion. If Britney needs any help, Montgomery will continue to provide whatever support Britney needs as he has done before, they said, to help Britney. Britney's marriage and family planning decisions were unaffected while Montgomery was working as a guardian, Jody said, adding that marriage and childbirth restrictions were her own. Suggested that it did not begin after the guardian was taken over. Jody also emphasized that he is aiming to end the guardianship system as well as Britney, saying, Britney can make significant progress in his health so that he can end the guardianship system, but it's Montgomery's personal feeling. Montgomery plans to submit a comprehensive care plan to the court to end Britney's guardianship and looks forward to supporting Britney in the process, as the document from Jody, Britney's lawyer. Moreover, fans gathered in front of the Los Angeles County Superior Court, where the hearing was held, with a placard labeled #FreeBritney. I want to end the guardianship system. At the hearing on that day, Britney repeatedly complained, changing words, that she wanted to end the guardianship system itself. The main reason I'm here is that I want to end the guardianship system without being screened, such as my condition. I've done a lot of research both without screening, guardianship. Many judges have ended the system, Britney said. The law shouldn't force me to do what I don't want, Britney continued. I should be able to sue them for threatening them. They say if I don't attend twice a week unwanted meetings, I can't give them money, and Maui's on vacation. I can't even let him go to the island, she added. Some states allow someone to own somebody else's money or account and threaten that you can't spend money if you don't want to do what we want. Is it me who pays them? Asked Britney. I was like a victim of sexual trafficking. Britney testified that she was sent to her father when she entered a rehab facility in Beverly Hills in 2019. I worked 7 days a week in California without taking a day off, she recalled. The only thing that resembles this situation is what's called sexual trafficking. They take all their belongings such as credit cards, cash, cell phones, and passports and make them work against their will. Britney also testified they saw me changing clothes every day. Morning, day, and night, I didn't have privacy. I was forced to tour. Britney did a tour in 2018 called the Piece of Me Tour after a regular performance in Las Vegas from 2013 to 2017, but the 2018 tour was forced by management. I was told to sign a contracted tour after I got off the stage of a regular performance in Vegas. It was very threatening and scary. From the guardianship system, my father in advance, I couldn't get a lawyer myself because I had to get permission from, so I was afraid to go on a tour without consent. I wasn't allowed to do self-care during the new corona. Britney also complains that she wasn't able to take self-care because she was lied to by management due to a pandemic caused by the new coronavirus. It took me a year to get self-care for COVID-19. I was told that I didn't have any shops. I was lied to. My mother went to a shop in Louisiana twice during COVID-19. For a year, I couldn't have nail, hairstyling, massage, or acupuncture. I was forced to give up marriage and childbirth. Britney, who is now dating dancer Sam Ashgari, is also a mother of 2 children, Preston and Jaden, with former back dancer Kevin Federline, who was married between 2004 and 2007. However, his guardian does not allow him to marry or give birth to any more children. Under the guardianship system, I was told I couldn't get married or give birth. I'm wearing a contraceptive ring, so I can't get pregnant right now. To give birth to another, I have a contraceptive. I've been hoping to remove the ring, but the so-called team members won't let me go to the doctor to remove it because they don't want me to have any more children. That's why this guardianship system does far more harm to me than it does good. I thought no one would believe me. Until now, Britney hasn't talked about the guardianship system in her own words at all, but behind that, she said she was worried that no one would believe her. I didn't want to talk in the public because I honestly thought no one would believe me, said Britney, who was abused at a boarding school last year when Paris Hilton was a teenager. Taking the example of revealing the past, she continued as follows. I don't believe it. I'm sorry I was an outsider. This may be wrong, but that's why I don't want to talk to anyone in public. I'm sure people make fun of me and laugh and say she's lying. She is everything. It's Britney Spears. I'm not happy. Britney posted a dance video on Instagram because she wanted to feel alive and show her fans a healthy appearance, but she said this wasn't the case. I'm okay and happy, she lied. Britney proved this time. That's a lie, Britney continued. I thought it was enough. I've been denied it all the time. I was mentally involved. I was traumatized. To keep saying I thought it might come true, but now I'm telling the truth. I'm not happy. I can't sleep. It's annoying. I'm depressed. I'm shedding tears every day. We hope Britney gets out of her conservatorship soon and lives a happy life as she used to. This was all about it, and on that note, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit like and subscribe to our channel Peeper. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.